Hi everybody, this is Sue, and I have been working. It took a long time to transfer thread from my old metal bobbins to my new plastic bobbins. I had to buy some new bobbins because I didn't have enough. And this is the last one. I'm going to show you. There's very little thread on here. I'm going to show you what I did, how I did this. This is the bobbins that are going to be recycled. I did not realize that I had so many metal bobbins. This is my bobbin tray. I think I told you already. I'll try to show you this a little bit better. I can't really see it very well. I've got a strong reflection. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. But anyway, and this thing, I took those bobbins out and looked at it. I was so embarrassed. That tray was filthy. I had to wash it. I had to take it to the sink and wash it with dish soap and everything. Oh God, I couldn't believe that it had gotten so nasty. So, if you got one of these, you might want to keep an eye on that. You might want to take everything out every once in a while and give it a good wash. Anyway, so I thought I'd show you how I've done this. There's not very much on here, but it'll be a good representation of. This has taken me 2 days. Now, I've been doing other things, of course, but I figured when I started this is going to be like a 2-hour project. No, it wasn't. It absolutely was not. So, here we go. And this is not going to be easy for me to do because I'm going to have to pick this up and pick the camera up and show you. And I have to film on my phone. Best camera I've got. I don't have the money to buy an expensive camera. So, here's this thread. And I put it up here on the spool pin. I think you can see that. I put it up here, and I discovered that it had to be up a little bit higher to actually go through this correctly. So, I'll set you down here for the time being. Now then, I gotta put this through the way I have to thread this through the way, and oh God, I've been dropping everything today. Oh well, let me pause you for a minute while I find that. Okay. So I've been putting a binder clip on this spool pin. I hope you can see that. Well, you can see the refrigerator just fine. And my purse, but where's the spool pin? I can't seem to get this to show you. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the binder clip goes on there to keep the spool pin, keep this bobbin from flying off of the spool pin. And it works very well. So, I might raise that up just a tiny bit. So then what I do is I take this after I've got it through the little bobbin winder thing on here. I take this, I clip this end off because it seems like thread frays pretty quickly. So just, it doesn't have to be very much, just a little bit. And then the glue stick helps considerably. It, I don't know if you can see or not. I'll see if I can put, okay. So you take the glue stick and you hold the thread up against your finger and you just run it down to the end. And it doesn't make your hands messy. It really doesn't. And it doesn't make thread messy either. But it does stiffen it enough. Whoa! Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I bumped the camera. I bumped the phone. Drat. Okay. So here I take the thread. And as you can see, there are holes in the top of the bobbin. You thread the thread through one of those holes. And when you put the glue on it, it stiffens the thread a little bit and makes it easier to put it through that hole. And I've noticed with these bobbins that some of the holes have not been punched out very well. So, there we go. So it threads through the top like that. Put it on the spool pin for the bobbin and flip that over. And so hopefully you can see this. This is what I do. First I gotta find my foot pedal. Okay, can you see it? I hope. Now, this needs to be cut off. So I usually stop after I've made a few turns. I stop it. I clip that thread that's sticking out the top. And then this is just very short, so it's not going to take very long. But let's see if I can get you into, there we go. There, that's done. And so that is it. It is done. And boy, am I glad. So I have all of these done now. And I've got all these bobbins, and I've shown you this already. I've got all these bobbins filled, fully and partially. But it's scrap thread, and I do a lot of scrap projects. So now I'm going to take these bobbins and put them in the bag, and I'm going to give them to my sister, and she's going to put them in her recycling bin. And I think I told you this already, but our town has started a new trash recycling program. But I live in an apartment. This is only for residential and I think apartments that have 4 or fewer apartments. And I live in an apartment complex. I don't know how many apartments are here. I'd say maybe 30. It's not a very big apartment complex. it's for senior citizens. And so the trash that's picked up here is picked up by a different company that is not doing recycling. So if I have recycling, I give them to my sister, and she throws it in the recycling bin. And so, and a friend of ours, the company that's doing all this trash and recycling and everything, a friend of ours, they're in a different town, and she was on the committee to find a recycling service, a trash recycling service. So she went to the other town to look at the facility, and she took pictures of it, and it's quite impressive. So, you know, my trash I go ahead and throw in the dumpster here, and then the recycling I give to my sister. And my goodness, I didn't realize how much recycling I had until I started separating it out. Wow, I'm giving her trash bagfuls every 2 or 3 days, so it's quite a deal. So anyway, that's all I have for you for right now. So I appreciate you watching, and I hope that this was mildly informative. So I will talk to you again in the next day or two. And so take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.